Hello, people of the internet. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Happy Tuesday to you all. We've got new music to check out, and this one I don't actually know a whole lot about, so I'm very excited about that because of the kind of unknown factor of it. But this is Hui of Pentagon, who's done a little special clip, a Project Play little special clip for a song titled Whale. Now, I have no idea what the kind of like what's surrounding this whole project, what it is. All I know is we have Hui from Pentagon singing a song. I'm assuming singing a song at least. Maybe he even wrote it. Knowing him, could have possibly written this on his own as well. But again, it's a special clip that kind of appeared in my release calendar this morning, and as someone who doesn't really know Pentagon at all and never really got the chance to kind of delve further into Pentagon, I'm very curious as to what he's got for us today. So let's check it out. I don't know what's going on in the Pentagon camp, to be honest. Like, the only really familiarity I have in any capacity with Pentagon is the Japanese release that dropped a little while ago, and that they performed at MIK in London last August, and I fell in love with their song Do or Not, and that's my extent of Pentagon knowledge. Hui was on Boys Planet, and I remember that being kind of an uproar, but I don't like Mnet's survival show, so I didn't watch it, so I don't know how he did. I mean, he's not in ZB1, so he didn't make top 9, but apart from that, I really don't know anything. So, I'm ready to learn some things. I see we're in a very familiar set. There have been a couple artists who have filmed here already this year, kind of turning into last year's Paradise Diner. If you kept up to date with a lot of Nugu groups from last year, you'll know there were a lot of people who shot at Paradise Diner. And I wonder if we're going to be seeing a lot more of this gas station set this year. But let's listen to some music, shall we? Here we go. No captions either. That's okay. So this whole complex just must be one big ass set then. It's really smooth. Hey, it's got kind of an EDM release too. Interesting that the EDM-y synth kind of sounds like whale calls as well. Yeah, I love this EDM part. Hold off on the really second time through, very smart. Very subtle layering in the bridge here. There's a second layered vocal part behind it. of peter away. Interesting little special clip. Genuinely didn't really know what this was going to be, or what it was going to sound like, and I'm pleasantly surprised by it. I'm also quickly noticing the title of the video says whale, but that's a dolphin emoji afterwards. So that's the point, ADHD moment, oh gosh. The song and the way that EDM vibe comes together, it's got the kind of EDM sound I almost want to associate with tropical house in a way. It's not tropical house, but it's got traits of it. And when I think of tropical house EDM, I immediately think of the beach and the ocean, and so I like that connection there. I also love the EDM synth part. Very much feels like a whale song. Like you can already hear it. It's the fact that the tonal quality is still there from like a typical EDM song, but the notes and the way they transition between notes is so fluid. It sounds like like whale calls through the water, and it's funny. It's back when I would play in orchestra in college. There was a song that we played by Alan Hovhannes, who wrote a piece called "And Then There Were Whales," and you played along with the recording of whale songs, and like you play whatever instrument you were playing in the full orchestra, and you'd be playing along to a pre-recorded recording of whale songs. And I thought that was really interesting. It's a really different kind of abstract way of creating classical music. And while this isn't exactly at the same level, I can kind of understand where the title comes from, and kind of, if it is directly inspired by it, why that's the case. It's music kind of, especially once you get into a little bit of like that pitch perfect synthesizer area, like every single note is going to be very crystal clear, right? So by kind of incorporating how nature produces sound in a way, especially when it comes to, whales and transmitting noise through water, and there's that fluidity in both senses actually. There's the fluidity. It's not like a mechanical step between each note. There's a nice slide and a constant like shift between the notes. And I think it's translated really well through the EDM arrangement of this. Very cool. Very cool special clip. A little bit experimental, a little bit common, a little bit tasty, and we get a little bit of Hui vocals in there, so I'm not complaining one bit. Good time. Good time indeed. And Pentagon are a group I need to get into Pentagon at some point in the near future. It's like, ultimately, I have no idea what Cube are planning on doing with them. And, well, knowing they're a Cube group, and the fact that they have to go through military enlistment and things like that. But I do hope that I can get to know Pentagon a little bit more in the future, because I have friends who are very strong advocates of Pentagon and their music. And I just never took that kind of jump off the ledge to really truly grasp their music, so looking forward to see where they go in the future and see if we get any music from them soon. But that is it from me today. Thank you all for watching along with me. Hopefully you enjoyed it as much as I did. One last request from me today: let us work together as a community to bring a little bit of extra happiness back into the world, whether it be, checking in with your friends and family, holding the door open for somebody, even picking up a piece of trash off the street. Just one small act of kindness that may brighten up someone else's day to day. And know that wherever you are in the world, should you ever be going through a tough time in your life for whatever reason it may be, even though I'm just some guy on the internet who waffles about music in his free time, know that I will always be a friend, an ally, and a shoulder to lean on whenever you need me. So take care of yourselves, take care of each other, spread the love, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.